All right, we're back. And I walked away from the computer for a few minutes, so I've already got money built up a bit. We can go unlock these. Hold. Watch the tutorial. Open the compendium, close. New machine unlocked. The pusher can be programmed to push element blocks that match its condition. Open the compendium. Why am I opening the compendium? Don't know. Okay. Although it will push any element block by default, it can be programmed to only push blocks with a certain element color or status. Sounds awesome. Costs 50 bucks. Statuses. Electrified and shiny, so we could separate out all the shinies and collect them to make super shiny amazingness. Statistics, 5. Oh, that's grayed out. Archives is grayed out. Blueprints. We already have copy and paste, so I don't need them too much, but blueprints sound amazing. Puller is going to be the same, except that it can pull instead of pushing. Got it. Wait, there's more stuff. There's one more thing, a cross conveyor and a toggle conveyor. So I cannot yet get the cross conveyor, but we're getting closer. Also, I could just get even more money to get things even quicker. It's kind of the dream. Right now, we have 5 of these plus 2 more. We have 7 of these, so I'm making like 70 every once in a while. It's a very specific unit of time. Every once in a while. Elements. Okay, I scooted that over. Sell. The problem is, by selling these, I'm actually pausing the game. So, I'm probably making less money than I would by just letting these keep running. I do think it's worth it to keep copying you. Clone this. Should have let it run a little bit longer off camera. It's okay. We have things to do. In the compendium, things keep running, so we're still making money. In the compendium, we want to do fizzy water plus smoke. Fizzy water plus smoke. One of you is a fizzy water maker, one of you is a smoke maker. Could just have the two of you collide. Huh, we can do that. I need a little bit of money to actually be able to copy and paste these. How much money? To clone this, we need 710. Yeah, but I want to be able to do both at once. Could just sell off one of these. No, we'll get there. All right, I'm going to pause and be right back. All right, we're back. So now I should have enough that I can copy this. So clone, we want the fizzy water. Cool. Where? Right there. And then we want the smoke. So right click. The smoke is this one. And then I want the two of you to collide, but we also need a combiner, which is weird. We want a combiner. Let me think for a second. So the smoke rises, correct. So if I do this, I'm going to do that, get a combiner. That's kind of a mess. Wait, why do I have this disassembler? That's not supposed to be here. These ones are making fizzy water, which wants to go. Fizzy water should be on the bottom. I guess it's fine. It's not fine. Not fine. I'm thinking. This shouldn't be that complicated, but in my head, working through it is a little bit complicated. I want to select this. So you rise. I could flip this with G. Is not what I wanted. I could flip this with T. Then I can rotate. So the idea was I want this on the bottom. I don't know if this will float up through the conveyor. I don't think it should. All right. That was not what I meant to do. I keep hitting 1 to do select, and 1 is not the way to select. Z is the way to select. I know this. We have a combiner. Okay. See what happens. Why do I have double fires? We did make acid. Acid! That was what I wanted. I don't know what's up with this fire, though. Okay. I would like out of here for a second. Elements. Sell this element. Sell this element. Machines. Sell these machines. Those are unnecessary. Is there a better way to do this setup? What is up with this water? Okay, so I just have things that I don't need. Sell those. The good news is water cleans itself up. Shooting star, goodbye. All right, and we're making money. Okay, we have an acid. If we look in the compendium at acid, acid is weighty. It's a solvent. Metal blocks that come into contact with this block will be dissolved. Does that do something for me to dissolve metal? And do I have metal yet? Not yet. A generous element that is always happy to share its protons with others. Acid can dissolve metal, digest food, and even create energy. Most would say it's the opposite of basic. Basic versus acidic. Got it. $10 green. $10 green. So, things I can do. One, we could sell it with ease, but it's a very complex process compared to sand. It doesn't have to be. I could make this more compact. I can lower this wall. If I lower that wall, we can build up more acid. How does that help? Don't know yet. But look how happy the acid is. I could put this in line with all of my other stuff. That kind of makes sense to me. Sell the elements. Machines. Select. Select my machine. Is there room? Plenty of room. So the acid is dropping out from right here, which is weird. Huh. Weird because this stuff is not... Like, I want to leave this space open, and you're in that space. Let me think about that. Definitely could have this smoke generator be set up differently. Air rises, fire does not. Do I want to fix that? I think I do. So, smoke generator is just air and fire. Fire does not rise. Air does. So we can just do that with a combiner. But it would be more compact if I... More horizontally compact. If I do that. So that makes the smoke one. Right now, the smoke is supposed to go to right here. Okay, so I could remove all of this junk. Remove all of this junk. Clone this junk. Not everything is junk. These ones are. Put it right there for right now. Could that be better? Good enough for me. Okay, next up. What are we doing over here? We're making fizzy water. Fizzy water could probably be more compact. Fizzy water is just water plus air. Air floats up. So again, I think we could just do the same thing. Fizzy water. Air floats up. So why don't we do water Air. Combiner. Shift rotate. Block. That is not the block. This would be the block. X to sell. Give me the block. Alright, so that should be able to make fizzy water in a more compact space. Sell the elements. So right now, fizzy water is supposed to be... Sell the elements. Fizzy water needs to enter into right here. Go back to the machines, sell the machines. Smoke will not rise, so this isn't an issue of worrying about these not generating quick enough. I'm just trying to decide how to get this to be a 3 space. What does this wall do? That wall does nothing, right? Correct. So for it to be a 3 space... Oh, it did do something. Okay. Element. Cell. That's fine. Machines. Select. These ones, and I want to flip it with G? No. It's never the one that I try first. With T, and do it like this. And then... Sell this. Put a conveyor right here. That's what I think I want. And then... So we have an air, we have a water. Then I want to sell all of this junk. By going to elements and hitting sell. And then we're rich. We're super rich. Okay, so now is this even more compact than my sand? It is. And how much does it cost? Machines. Select clone. If it costs less than 1,000, it costs 940. Then this is my new money generator. Except it costs less, but it doesn't have an auto seller. So it does not actually cost less, because it would need this disassembler. So now it probably costs the same exact amount. Would be my guess. Clone this group. 1040. Clone. Right click. This group. Could have a conveyor more or less. It does have conveyor more. But look at how much more compact it is. Is it more compact? Don't know. Copy this. It is more compact. You're my new money maker. Why did I just go upwards? Where's Control Z? There we go. Loan. Money maker. Alright, and we have a star shower, but I don't know what those do yet. I do like how compact you are. You're gonna sell $40 worth of acid every time blocks generate. Sweet. So that's going. We have acid. Compendium. In the compendium, we want this one. Oh, this one's gonna be complicated. Meteorites are complicated. Fire and coal are complicated. Fire's not complicated. The coal is, and we want to combine all three. It's not difficult. Is there a thing that I can do with this? Are you already done? Oh yeah, we did the star shower. Right, I could have done that last video. Alright, escape to skip. Not now. So what is the next thing? Ignoring challenges. No. Anyway, in the form of an objective. Complete 10 block challenges. Let's go. Star showers. Don't care. 10 block challenges. Challenge completed. Fire. Compendium. You are... Oh, that's what these stars are. I think. Challenges, 500 copies of this element. So we've already done a bunch of things. 500. Dust, 5 out of 5. With shiny status, nobody cares. Sand, 100 out of 100. Blue fire. Burn 100 flammable blocks using blue fire. What about this one? Burn 75 flammable blocks. That's actually more complicated than the blue because this one turns. But I mean, you could just keep replacing it. So by selling this one, I get to burn more and more. Or I could just create more and more of these setups. Water, look at all... Oh no. C to dismiss, 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 C to dismiss. Kind of annoying. Okay, click you. We've already done the thing. Escape. Can you just give me the new objective? Very satisfactory. Skip. New objective. Discover the element marked in the compendium. Let's go. That's not very specific. Just one element. Skip. Okay, if we go to the compendium, the one that I need to discover is this one. This requires combine 2 different raw element blocks and an ether block in a combiner. Oh. That's interesting. Raw elements. So it's tricky to me because the raw elements will want to combine with themselves already, unless... Is there one where they don't combine? Oh, all recipes. 2 different white blocks use a combiner. 2 different white blocks. I still... Okay, colors, red. 2 different raw elements plus aether. So that does sound like one of them is air. But it might not be. No, it says it's using air. So this is cheaty, but we're going to figure it out. Show all recipes. Ooh, but because it's question mark, it might not work with the cheatiness. No, because this is not saying the aether thing. Oh, never mind. Air, earth. There's no cheatiness. If I click water, show all recipes. No cheatiness. They just tell me that it could be any of these. It's fine. So aether happens when I send things into the sky. What is going... This was a test thing. The aether, do I not have one right now? I guess I don't have one right now. So all we have to do is send up, not air, this one, the steam. Edit mode. We can select... No, just go to sell. Sell this. Hit 1. So you are going to become this stuff. Wait, it's weird that it all became it at once. That's because it was all built up. Okay, so you become it right there. If I put a combiner right here, you do sit for a minute. Wait, you sit forever. Oh, that makes this so simple. So simple. So now we just need to figure out... Wait. New block discovered. Time. Compendium. That was not what I was trying to do. Time is the 4th dimension, but most people don't know there's also a 5th dimension, pizzazz, and a 6th dimension, marketability, and an upcoming 7th dimension, a bit more space. You are worth 18 gold, but it does take time. Concept of time. Recipes that use time take longer to be completed. Every time block used in a recipe increases its duration by half a clock turn. Aether. Let aether blocks sit for a while. Or a whole clock turn. Show all recipes that use this block. Use this element 100 times as an ingredient in combiners. Alright, that's not what we were trying to do yet. That reminds me. Distracted. Easily distracted. I still need to unlock this one. Not that I've used any of the things, but might as well unlock it. Close. Cross conveyor versus toggle conveyor. Nope, not what I meant to do. X cell. Okay. Okay, we got this. So I could use pushers and pullers to ensure that we had time, or you could just set things up with the right spacing. I don't think I need any more money at this point, but I also don't see too much reason, unless the game like starts lagging or something, not to just create way more money. So now we're gonna make 80 gold. Bam. I wanna see you all work. Beautiful. Very compact. Very much money. All right, tons of money. I could actually copy it again. That's not what we're doing. We are selling time. Elements. Sell. Goodbye time. 126 bucks. All right, so we're gonna have Aether. No, we have Steam. That's because the Steam ran into itself. So if it backs up, that becomes a problem. All right, so now we're gonna have Aether. Right there. Okay, the other thing that I want, machines. Air is easy. Air just floats. The other one that's easy is fire, because fire just floats. Do I think those are it? Not really. But we're gonna see. Maybe. Maybe it could have been any raw elements. New block discovered. Magic. Okay, I just want to clear my hand. Right click. No, right click does not do it. X. Okay. Magic. Compendium. That was the new thing that we wanted. Weightless. This block is unaffected by gravity. Concept of magic. Recipes that use magic consume mana. Every magic block used in a recipe increases its cost by 100 mana. Challenge 1 out of 6. Make this element using 6 different combinations of ingredients. So far we've only done 1, so you can do it with any of the basic ones, kind of. Time. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking a little bit. So, we can definitely do... We can do things. Do I want to make... No, we don't need to do the challenge yet. The main thing was, we wanted this. My break's in 5 minutes. Got it. Completed the objective. We got 1 magic. Already done. 1 block. It was me. Hello again. Of course. Alright. Escape to skip. Skip! Not now. There are a bunch of these. Contaminated them with your negativity. Skip. New objective. Discover the 2 elements marked in the compendium. 2 elements. That's twice as many. Compendium. The 2 elements are way down the line. Magic. 2 different white blocks. Okay, the colors... I don't want to have to think about blocks also having colors. Alright, 2 different black blocks plus a magic. Still haven't done this yet. 7 different color blocks using a combiner. That's a lot of colors. Orange, blue, brown, white. So if I just combine you 4, that would be 4 colors. This is another white. If we do steam plus air, this is a gray. Steam plus air, wasn't there a thing for 2 white? Could also do this, meteorite, fire, coal. Or I can work towards this. 2 different white plus the magic. Air, steam, magic. Air, steam, magic. This is a mess. Air, steam, magic. We have a compact steam generator. Didn't we? Right here. No, that's fizzy. Alright, compendium. We want steam. Steam is made from water and fire. Let's do that first. Water and fire. Fire floats, water does not. Bam. Fire, water. Steam floats. Combiner. Air. Air just floats. It does not rise. Combiner. We don't know what this makes yet. Okay, stop. Select. And then that wants to combine with magic. For right now, let's give ourselves a little bit of space. We're just building out here. So we're going to make something with these two white ones. What does that mean? Maybe we're not. Maybe it's only the two white ones plus the magic. Huh. I thought that there was a thing for two white ones. Compendium. Combine two different blocks with the property energy by using the combiner. That's a different thing. Time plus earth plus wood. 2 time blocks. Earth, wood. Okay, I want the magic. To get the magic, we need the steam. Can we make the steam more compactly? It's water plus fire. Yeah, we just figured that out. Water plus fire. And I want it to rise up. So fire goes here. Water goes here. We want it to rise up. And we want it to make magic. To make magic, we need it to go up like 10 blocks. So that's supposed to combine. Then we want to copy this. This wants to go right here. But, this is going to make magic. It's a lot to think about sometimes. T to flip horizontally. So the magic wants to move over, over, over. And then we want a combiner right here. Why am I moving these? Because I don't want them to all build up immediately. All right, so that is a mess. Elements. Cell. Machines. Cell. This area. What am I doing with this area? That is powering this. All right, hit 1. So this should make steam, which will rise up to make aether. It's going to combine with this other steam and air with magic. What the hell's going on? That's not how magic is made. Of course, that's not how magic is made. Magic is made by combining two things with this. I knew that. So we need to scoot. I keep hitting 1 to select. It's still Z to select. Still hate it because it's completely unintuitive to me and it always will be. Okay, so we want to copy, which means going to this, clone these. This one. Hit 1. Bam. Now we're going to start making magic. This is further down than it needs to be. No! I make smoke. Crap. It would be fine if the timing was all perfect. It is not. Elements, cell. So, can I get the timing all perfect? Yes. To do that, I think I can. Machines. I just need this to turn to aether exact. No, because we're going to have problems. Okay, 1. This was not at the right spot. And now there's stuff in your way. Elements, cell. That was what I wanted to see. So these should be able to go up 2 blocks. Machines, select. These ones. These are not machines. Element, cell. Element, cell. Hit tab, tab. Select. Rise up 1, rise up 2. Okay. Cell. Tab. Cell. What happened with this? Water is heavy. Why would I do those in this order? That's a good question. Cell. Machines. Swap those. It won. So now, elements. Sell this one. Does not work. All right. For this to work, the main thing is there's a time element to this ether, so that is the most tricky one. And I cannot tell the combiner to only combine certain things that I want. There's no like settings to this combiner. Edit mode. Would like to sell the elements. I do think I could get the timing just right, but I don't know how yet. Machines. Combiner does not have settings, correct? Does not. Pusher. Pusher has settings. It is the element. Aether. That is the one that I want you to do. So this one. Select it. Let me think for a second. So if we select these, T to flip horizontally. These are supposed to be like that. Now, if I select these, scoot them over. How does this help? The idea is that we can build up more of this. But if it's time, then I wanted to do something different. We actually got one no. The weird thing is, I had a magic down here. How? Because we were sitting there with air plus fire, but air plus fire does make a thing. So I need air plus fire does make a thing, doesn't it? Elements. No, I need to go to compendium, which is 3. Air plus fire. Make smoke. We know this. I want something that air doesn't interact with. Air plus earth. Air plus water. Air plus fire. So that's all of them. Air interacts with all of them. Fire. Fire interacts. Fire interacts with water. Fire does not fire interacts with earth. Fire interacts with air. It interacts with all of them. All of them are going to interact with all of them. But the interesting thing is, I did have the timing right over here. Also, we have tons of everything. I don't even know what this one is. Elements. Okay, so if I sell all of these elements, maybe I shouldn't have sold that magic. But the big thing is, these pop up exactly at the right time for that. No, it did not pop up at exactly the right time. Sell the elements. one time we managed to make magic. Making magic feels complicated. Probably because it is. Okay. Oh, wait. If you're at the top, though, does that simplify things? It might. Machines. Select this one. It does. Oh, it really does. There are other ways I could do that, but that one seems easy until things get backed up, which will be like immediately. But we could at least get one magic going with this. So, the plan. I don't want to use this pusher thing. Machines. Sell. Maybe someday I'll do something with the pusher, but right now, I just want to scoot these over. And I want to scoot this down. Those are blocking it. We're so close to correct. Select. Machines. Select. Come down a little bit. Elements. Cell. I did make light, but only once. How do I do this? How do I time this just right? Sell all of this. So the problem is these will spawn their thing too early for this. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I need the Aether to already be sitting there waiting, but Aether is volatile. It cannot just sit there waiting forever. But I did it. I made one. If I come down to this area, we made magic. Can we make magic consistently here? No. Can we? No, because the fire and air are going to block it. That's all three of the ones that I need, but I only need them now. So once you become Aether, then I want this to go off. And I want you to be at the bottom. Okay, I kind of see it. Again, actually using the pusher. Do I see it? I think so. And I think I can push anything. So we don't want this combiner right here, I don't think. Machines. I want a pusher. Anything. Yeah, you're good. Leave it. So, I want to select this. Scoot it over. Which means elements need to be sold. We're going to figure this all out. Okay, don't sell the light yet. Machines. Select. I wanted to scoot these over. And then, I want this combiner. It's going to combine downwards. And then I want this converter, or these conveyors, because this is going to make magic for me. Magic is going to be amazing. With the magic, I'm supposed to be doing what? Using this thing. With that, supposed to be doing conveyor things. With the conveyor things, we build up the light, is the idea. Unpause. 1. We've solved the video game. We're about to find out if we've solved it. Alright, pusher. It did it. We're making magic. The magic is moving. We're making more magic. Magic is moving. The magic combines with the light. The light... What does the light do for me? We don't know yet. The light was one of the things we also need to make dark. Make this element using 5 different combinations. That's a late game challenge. That would require me to use different white blocks, which I could do. But it would be such a hassle. Challenge completed, steam. Apparently we've made a bunch of steam, which makes sense. So now, what happens when this all backs up? It breaks, but if I clear out all the elements, it'll do things. Okay. That's fine then. Alright, I'm thinking what I need to do. I can clean up, sell. We can sell this element. How much do you sell for? For 24! Okay, this could be my new money maker, except it takes up a ton of space. But in theory, it could be. So this doesn't do anything. All of that is just a mess. But if I sold the light, then this system would never back up, which is actually nice. Disassembler. If I put disassembler right here, would it only do that once it backs up? It would. But to really make sure that I'm good. So this is how I can store up a bunch. So then I don't need this huge magic buildup. If I want to build up a backlog of things, that's how I would do it. Okay, I'm starting to understand the game. Also, that took 100 of whatever this is. How do I get more of this? We're getting more of it, I just don't know how. Which eventually that could be a problem for me. So this is giving, oh, we can see every time things convert, they're giving +1. Not everything converts is giving it though. So this converting into stars is giving it. This converting into magic is giving it. This gives -100, but it also gives +1. These also give +1, so any of the natural conversions. Time probably also gives. Wait, but these are giving. Weird. These are giving money. I'm thinking. So that gave +1. But the stone does not give +1. Lava did. These are giving +1. These are also giving +1. Does acid give them? Acid gives +2 total. These give +2 total. I like the acid just because of how compact it is. Okay. We're getting tons of this resource, mana, I think. We're doing all of the things. So the next thing to do, one, I would like to make this more compact, and now I could. Do I really want to do that? I mean, I do. Do I think I'm going to break the system? I don't. Elements. Sell. We're going to sell all of these elements. Cool. I would like to sell most of these machines, but I do like the idea of keeping that extra one. Why? Maybe I don't. Okay. I like the idea of what? Of moving all of this over. Okay, let's see if we broke it. So this is supposed to be my light machine. And if I had 2 dark blocks... Okay, so I am already storing up a tiny bit, and then we sell the rest. I could move this seller over. I would like to do that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Why? So that the machine is a little bit more compact. Horizontally. Do I need this pusher? Yes, because I need to move it over to the right. Why do I need to move it over to the right? Because I want the combiner at the bottom, not the top. Hey, challenge completed. Aether. We've done things. So next up... Ooh. Do I want to do it next video? I feel like I've already kind of solved it. But next up, I think I want to do it this video, is the 2 dark items. That means compendium. We need coal. Coal is black. Smoke. Smoke is brown. Coal and... what else would be black? We know you're gray. I don't have another black thing yet. We need... what do I think that this would make? I don't know. So light is yellow. Kind of surprising that light is yellow instead of white. Purple. Which one was purple? All colors. 7 different colors. I don't even know what the 7 colors are. Green, pink. So I kind of want to organize everything just into colors as well, so that I can easily keep track. We need to make whatever the next black one is, which is probably coal plus something. Show all the recipes that can use this block. Use this element 100 times as an ingredient. So we know that shooting star... do we? Can use this recipe. Recipes using the black coal. Shooting star. Recipe. Show all recipes that can use this block. So far... alright. It shows that we already know. Oh, it's saying that we can turn it into a shooting star by dropping it. Okay, got it. So we want to do this 3-1. I guess that would be separate. 2 different black blocks. Alright, combine question mark, a fire block, and a coal block. That seems similar to this one, except we don't know what it is. And this one. Ooh. Yellow fire, which is tough to make, plus coal block. Yellow fire, this recipe seems super complicated. Okay, I thought that I was going to do the magic plus the 2 black items right now, but because we still have to figure out the 2 black items, and I don't know the path to that yet, that is going to be next episode. For now, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.